Okay, friends, so I'm going to show you how to use the basic tools within Brush Ninja, which is a GIF creator. And what we're learning this week for stop motion animation as we like jump into all these different apps. So here's some basics in Brush Ninja. First, when it opens, you'll have a blank frame that you'll start on, and you'll start with the brush tool. The different types of brush tools are located at the top. The pencil creates a pencil line, smooth if you have any jagged edges, right? It'll smooth those out. So if you're drawing a human face and you draw them pointed, right? It'll smooth that out for you, which is pretty helpful. Then you have the dotted line, the dashed line, speed, which is awesome. I'll change my color for this. Speed, depending on how slow or fast you're moving, the size will change of your brush. Okay, that's speed. Marker is a little bit odd for me. I'm going to change my color again. It creates kind of like a pixelated texture for your marker, which is it's interesting. And it again is based on speed. The slower that you move, right, the more pixelated those edges are versus if you move quickly, then it'll only have a couple missing pieces. And then scratch. And I love scratch. I'm going to use black for this. So scratch, again, depending on how fast you're moving your mouse, right, it'll create zigzag lines really close together, which could be useful if you're creating fur or like the fuzz on a bumblebee. But if you move quickly, it spreads out those zigzag lines. So it kind of looks like lightning, right? It looks like lightning. And then there's the eraser tool, which we all know what to do with that. It helps you erase everything. Um, Instead of sitting through this and erasing that whole thing, I'm just going to start a new canvas. So here's some other tools that are really fun in here. I'm going to start with like a heart. Okay, something really simple. Just going to draw a quick heart. Good enough. Okay, so here's my heart, and you can use the selection tool right next to your brush tool to select the shape, right, and draw or move it, resize it, so you could have like a pulsating heart, right? So you could start with one frame like this, duplicate that frame. The duplicate button looks like two pieces of paper. Duplicate, click, and resize it a little bit bigger. Duplicate it again, resize it bigger, duplicate it again. You can come back the other way, smaller, duplicate, and make it even smaller. Okay. And always test your animation before you create like 27 slides, right? 27 frames on your timeline. You want to test your animation. So that's cute, right? It's a little pulsating heart. You can see it moving back and forth. You can change your frame rate speed here. It looks like a speedometer in a car. If you have more frames per second, it'll go really fast. Okay. And it will tell you the animation will show 20 frames per second. Each frame will display for 0.05 seconds. That's too fast. Meow, 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 meow. That's too fast. Okay. And if you click it and drag it to have less frames per second, this is going to slow it down. The animation will show half a frame per second. Okay. Each frame will display for 2 seconds. That's a long time. I know 2 seconds doesn't sound like a long time, but watch. That's slow. We probably don't want to do anything that slow. Okay. So I'm just going to go back to the standard is 6 frames per second for this app. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at 6 frames per second. Now, if you want to start over, you can just click new at the top, or you can click the little trash can buttons at the bottom. I'm going to show you a different, something else that happens, a problem that some of my students have seen using the selection tool. So let's say you drew your heart and you added lots of colors, right? Here's an orange heart on the inside, and I have smooth on. So let's just straighten that out a bit and we'll fill it in, and then we'll draw a little yellow heart. Now, every time you stop moving, you are creating a shape. So even though I'm drawing a heart, okay, even though I'm drawing a heart, I've created 4 different shapes in yellow. So here's what happens when you try to move it. When you try to click on the yellow heart, you're only clicking on one piece. You're only clicking on one piece. So one thing that you can do is group. You can group everything. Click outside of your drawing and drag across the whole thing to select everything you've drawn and create a group. Okay. Then you can move the whole thing around. I can deselect that. I can click the whole thing and move the whole thing around. You can resize this as an image. So this helps, especially I had a student who was animating a turtle swimming, but because she had drawn the turtle in with so many different shapes, it was really impossible for her to move even just a leg because, oh, I fascinating. I'm going to click undo on that. It was hard for her to move even just a leg because instead of drawing the leg as one shape, she drew the leg with lots of different shapes and different size textures on there, right? So then when she would try to move it, it would only move like a piece at a time. So you can also group individual things. Let me back that thing up. Okay. If you click and drag just over part of your drawing, now it's only selected this like little turtle, right? The little turtle flipper, little flipper. Okay. And I can group it while it's selected. And then if I want it, let's duplicate this real quick. There it is, duplicate. I'm going to put this on the other side. This is helpful for having wings, right? You can draw one wing, okay, and then group and duplicate it. So let's do this. Let's make a duplicate. And I'm going to select these and rotate them and move them up just a little bit. Rotate and move up just a little bit and click play. Even though I only have 2 frames, you definitely want to continue to check on your animation. And now he's like flapping his little turtle, the little heart turtle flippers. Super cute. And I even like the speed of that. Okay. So that's how you can use those basic tools. This is just for a brush tool, getting started using the selection tool to group and duplicate. I could have just flipped this horizontally, I guess. Let's delete this one. Delete, select, duplicate, and flip on the horizontal. Okay, so then it's exactly the same. Is it? Is it? It still looks like it's not. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, that's fine. You can also flip on the horizontal or on the vertical axis. So maybe you want your heart to just bounce up and down, or your character if you're drawing Naruto, like so many people are obsessed with right now. That's your choice. You can have Naruto like moving in a circle around your screen. But this is just the basics, and I hope you enjoy, and I can't wait to see what you create. Get creative.